G'day guys, and welcome back to the channel. And welcome back to the tournaments. I'm going to be playing the Pro Tour this week. I've got my new projector. I've just released a projector video. If you haven't seen that video, definitely go check it out. I've now got a BenQ LK936 ST, which is the holy grail of projectors. I've played 9 holes with this projector so far, and it's amazing the detail you can see. I can actually see the slopes and contours now on the course. Anyway, let's jump in. I'll probably go on about that this whole video. Let's jump into the tournaments. I haven't played a lot of golf this week. I've been doing a lot of sim upgrades. What you will see is I've got a new impact strip, I've got new lights, I've done heaps of upgrades, obviously the new projector, so I haven't played much golf. I haven't warmed up, so this could be interesting. But this week we have the Valero Texas Open, which is in San Antonio. So we're going to jump in and play round 1. It's off the blue tees. We've got the gimmies as 5 feet as usual, a tiny bit of elevation, stimps 12. We've got normal for the fairway and green firmest. Now, wind is gusty, okay? So it's going to be playing really tough. That's a lot of wind. I hope you guys like the new setup. So with the new projector, I've actually got it to fit my screen completely. So now I've got a different aspect ratio. So I've kind of set up the recording a little bit different. I hope you like that. You can see more of the screen, I guess, so that's a good thing. And welcome to TPC San Antonio. And it looks absolutely incredible on my new projector. I'm not lying, I haven't warmed up, so it'll be a little slow to start off with. This hole is dead downwind. So let's just try and absolutely nuke one down the left-hand side. Oh. Okay, stay in the fairway. And that's going to work out just fine. Very stiff swing. Okay, and that's left us 73 in. Let's just have a look at the contours. Kind of sloping left to right. It's dead downwind. So I'm going to try and land this probably around, I mean, it's going to kick off that bank as well. If I try and land this around 60, that should hopefully kick off that bank and feed towards the pin. Okay, 60 yards is a feel. Obviously the wind's going to help it a little bit, but not that much because it is just a pitch shot. Oh, that's got to sit. It's gone 70. Okay, we're lucky that didn't roll off the back slope there. It's going to leave us a little chip. I will chip this, but I'm going to actually aim a little bit differently. So let's aim a little bit to the right because it's going to come out left. It is on an upslope. I just played a little bit too much break and obviously hit it a little too hard as well. And that's going to leave a little tester on the first hole for par, and not something I really wanted considering I haven't played a lot of golf this week. Nice, very good putt. Okay, on to the second hole. It's a par 5, and again, it's dead downwind, so that's good. Now, what's that in the fairway? That's a bunker there at 280. It is downhill, so I'm going to try and carry that. Oh, that is a stiff swing. Stay left. Okay, that's going to be fine. We carried it, and now we're going to have a pretty easy shot into this green. 210 yards, downhill 4. But this wind is going to cause havoc. So with this wind, 15 miles an hour, with wind that's dead into you, I usually go 1% per the mile an hour. Downwind, it's about 0.5% per mile an hour. So realistically, I want to land this just off the front edge, so around 200. Let's just go less 10% just to make the math a bit easier. So that's going to be 180 yards. So I've got 180 yards that I want to hit this thing. I am 4 yards downhill as well. So I'm going to hit a 7-iron, and hopefully that has enough legs to get up on the green. Okay, didn't hit it great. Get left. Get left. Oh, what a bad kick. I am getting quite a few frame rate drops, and I'm trying to run this in Ultra 4K with my Lenovo Legion RTX 3060. It's struggling a bit. Okay, so we've got 23 yards. Not ideal now because we've got quite a tough chip up to this green. So it's going to be a feel shot. I've got about 6 yards to play with, which isn't a lot. But if I try and land this with a flop around that 17-yard mark, that should be pretty good. So let's try and do that. Pretty good for distance. Okay, I'll take that because that was a hard shot. And now we have 9.5 feet. There is a bit of right to left break there. It's slightly downhill, so I'm going to play a bit more break than I think. Oh, I've just hit it through the break. Okay, it's going to be a par, and I just nailed that. I just hit it too hard. Okay, on to the third. I should have birdied that second. This is a sucker pin if I've ever seen one. Dead downwind and water to carry. So let's play it 10% again. That seemed to work out pretty good. So if I want to land this 160, less 10% is 16 yards. So 144 is the yardage that I got to hit this. Let's hit a 9-iron and worst case be long and use that back slope to hopefully stop the ball on the green. Sit. Oh no, don't go over the back. Okay, lucky it stopped before that slope because now it's a hard chip as opposed to a very hard chip. We've got 18 yards to the pin and there's a massive runoff there, so I don't want to go right. So I'm going to aim further left than I think, and I'm just going to try and run this up. Just do a little bump and run. Go on, feed. Ah, okay. Left that way short there. I was a bit scared of that. Left myself a 15-footer now for the par. Great putt. That's a great putt. Good save there for the par. And on to the fourth hole, par 4. Okay, we're downwind, so I'm guessing this course, it goes out and then comes back in. So I'm guessing the back 9, every hole's going to be into the wind. Okay, 20 mile an hour downwind, par 4. Let's bomb it. Let's try get some birdies before we have to play into this wind. Don't go left. Okay, that's going to work out just fine. Okay, so we're in the fairway. Oh, that's good. 96 yards. So I'm going to take off 10%. So I'm going to play this as 88, 89. So let's go with a little 87-yard shot. Got the distance right. Just the wrong direction. I just pulled it a little bit. That's so annoying because I got the distance spot on 87.4. And now I'm left with a little chip. Oh, way too hard. Way too hard. Great putt. Okay, on to the 5th hole. Wind is now out of the right and kind of into. And we have our first hole that we can take advantage. So I'm going to play this out to the right and hopefully the wind hits it and turns it over a bit. Get right. Kick right. Okay, that's not bad. It's on the green. I just have no idea with these putts. I think I'm just going to play it straight. I might go a tiny bit outside left just because it looks like there's a lot more dots going left to right than there is right to left. That's actually a really good feel. I just hit, it was almost a hit and hope and it was perfect. Okay, on to the 6th hole. We're 1 under now. Good. Let's keep these birdies coming. Wind's off the left. So we're going to aim down the left-hand side and hopefully the wind hits it a bit. I just can't get over how good this projector looks. It's just incredible. Okay, it was a better swing. Hit it, wind. Wind just didn't really hit that. We got over the deep rough though, so we're only in the rough, which is good. 106, dead into the wind. It's going to come out a little bit right. So I'm going to play this 110 because of the rough. I'll play it 10% extra as well because of the wind, maybe a bit more than that. So 110, so 121. Let's play it 125. 127, so the number should be good. Sit. Okay, a little bit long. I can actually see the contour on the green on my projector. It's insane. Too soft. Hit that way too soft. Okay, on to the 7th hole. Par 3, 172 yards. Wind is probably going to affect the distance a little bit, but it's more going to affect the shot shape. So I'm just going to play a 7-iron, which is a 172, 173 club, because I don't think the wind's going to really affect the distance. It's just going to affect more the shot shape. Okay, let's see if our theory was correct. It did affect it a bit. Okay, so I probably should have clubbed up. And that's going to leave a 34-foot putt. Again, it's up the hill significantly. Okay, that was a really good putt. Happy with that. And that's going to take us on to hole 8, a par 5. And I need to kind of get a little birdie train going now. But it's probably not the best time to start doing this because now we're dead into the wind. Okay, that should play. Decent strike. Speed's starting to get up. That's going to leave us 300 to the green though. I mean, there's dead into the wind. There's no chance of getting it there. But what I will do is I'm still going to hit a 3-wood and get it as close to the green as I can. Just because I feel like that is going to give me the best opportunity to make birdie. Oh, that's hooking. Stay out of that deep rough. Okay, that's fine. It's going to leave us 60 yards in. Looks like there's 2 tiers or 3 tiers to this green. So if I try and land this, I mean, even if I go a little long, it should use that backstop. So if I try and play this about 72, 73 yards, that should be pretty good. Go. Oh, sit. The opposite one, the other one. That's actually a really good shot. Now it's going to leave us a 10-footer. Get in. Great putt. Okay, 2 under going into the 9th. Let's birdie this hole, get it to 3 under going into the back 9. We are dead into the wind, par 4, and it's uphill. So this is a tough hole. Nah, didn't hit it good. Go. The good thing is I hit it high on the face, so it's had less spin, so it definitely went through the wind. And that's going to leave us 172 yards in. Look at this pin. I mean, that is tucked right at the back of the green. Real sucker pin. And it looks like if you go off the green, it looks like it's just a massive slope. It is. Look at that. So, I mean, if you go off the back, it is going to be next to an impossible shot. You're coming in, trying to stop it on a downslope. So, I mean, realistically, you want to be short. You are going to have an uphill putt. It's going to be a longer putt, but at least you're going to have a putt. So we've got 167 to this ridge. We're dead into the wind. So I'm going to play the wind as 17%, which gives us 195. So I'm going to hit a 5-iron, a little more punchy, and hopefully that just hits the green and rolls up. Okay, a little bit of a punch fade. Oh no, the wind just ate that up. Okay, I've done exactly what I said you shouldn't do, but that's okay because I can get this up and down. Lucky there's a bit of rough back there to stop the ball. Okay, 10 yards to the pin. I'm going to try and land this. I'm going to have to hit more of like a flop style shot, not just like a chip and run. So I'm going to try and land this around 5, 6 yards just on the green and just have it run out to the pin. Should be good. Oh, we had a misread. We had a no read from the GC2. Okay, little no read there. Let's try that again. Not as solid. And it's going to be short. It's going to leave us an 8-footer right to left. Oh man, I wish my first shot registered. Okay, that's a bad miss and a bad bogey on the 9th hole there. Okay, welcome to the 10th tee, and the eagle-eye viewer might notice that I've had a shirt change, and that's because it's a new day. I played the front nine yesterday. I had some family stuff come up, so now I'm back on the 10th tee with 2 under par. I think I was 2 under par. I must be. Anyway, the good thing about the Pro Tour is you can pause your round at any time and then resume it the next day. You don't have to play it all in one go if you do start the round. So we're on the 10th tee. It's a par 4. We have 392 yards and it's downhill, dead downwind. So hopefully we can hit a good one here and get it pretty close to the green. I'm gonna have to go through the warm-up process again because I've only hit a couple of 7-irons just to warm up. So hopefully my speed increases through the round. Okay, caught that one out the heel. And hopefully the wind doesn't take it too far right. Kick left for me. All right, that's going to be just fine. And look at that spin, 3,200, just because I caught it out the heel. Okay, that's going to leave us 72 yards in, slightly uphill. And it's on a bit of a right slope. Looking at the contour map, I do have a little bank here that I can try and use to feed it back around to the right. So if I just hit my 71-yard shot, this should work out pretty good. Go. And a little bit short. I hit it a little bit soft, but it's pretty good. It's on the green and we got a makeable putt. Okay, 13 feet. It's actually a big left to right putt now. It's not up or downhill, so I'm just going to play it there. Hopefully that has enough break and holds its line. And it just wasn't enough break. It was a good putt. Good execution, but just misread it. Okay, we need to start making those putts. All right, on the 11th hole, par 4, we do have some bunkers up there, which I should be able to almost carry. I should be able to carry those because it's downhill and I'm dead downwind. So I've just got to put a good swing on it. Hopefully get this one close to the green again. Okay, better swing. And that was bombed. Stay in the fairway. Okay, just crept into the rough, but it's going to leave us a pretty short chip. And I should be able to get this one up and down now for a birdie. And there's not much in terms of contours. Feet up there. Feet up there. Okay, I was hoping to get that a bit closer. Just didn't hit it solid. So it's going to leave us a little tester putt now. The good news is that it is makeable. It's going to be a left edge putt and 9 feet. Okay, and that didn't break for me. That is quite annoying. Need to make those putts. That was a really easy birdie opportunity that I blew. So let's get it going. You really can't afford to miss those when you're trying to finish up the leaderboard in the pro rounds. So 12th hole, dead into the wind now. So that's really annoying. Would have loved to have had a birdie on that hole going into this one. So we're uphill into the wind. So I'm just going to try and get it out there. Hopefully leave myself a short iron into this green. Not a good strike. Out the heel again. Get left. Kick left for me. Just going to be in the rough there. And it's not the worst drive, to be honest. We've got 110. We're uphill 5, so 115. We do have a backstop there, which is good. We're dead into the wind, and the wind is howling now. It's going to come out slightly left, and I'm on an upslope, so it's going to go even higher. So this is going to play more like 136 yards with that wind into. And all I'm doing for that calculation is I'm just taking the wind, say it was 19 miles an hour, I'm just adding 19% to my yardage. So hopefully the wind dies down a little bit. I'm just going to hit a pitching wedge. Get right. Okay, it's a little bit long as well. And it's left us a 20-footer dead down the hill though. Left to right. And I think this thing's just going to snap right as soon as I hit it. That thing just snapped right. Okay, it wasn't good for, it wasn't bad for speed, but the direction was obviously wrong. And it's just so hard to judge those putts when you haven't played sim golf for a while. Okay, 206 yards. We are downhill 7, so let's just say 200 for easy math. And the wind just changed. We were downwind, we're now into the wind. So 200, let's have a look at the green. Okay, there is a ridge in the middle of the green if you look at the mini map, and that's going to feed everything on as soon as it hits. The wind just changed again to downwind. Okay, so if I want to land this around 187, I'm going to subtract 15% for the wind. Downwind, usually it's about 0.5%, but I think this is going to affect it a bit more. I'm going to hit an 8 iron. And hopefully this lands pretty much where my cursor is and then feeds down towards the pin. Get left. Okay, it should be good for distance. Just direction that was slightly off. Okay, and again, we've got about a 20-footer now for the birdie. Yes, in. Great putt. And that is what we needed. Okay, on to the 14th hole. And we are downwind again. And it's a par 5, so come on, let's get an eagle here. And let's get right into the hunt. I think the leader after the first round was 9 under par, so an eagle here would be really nice. I'm just going to try and absolutely rip this one. Caught it out the heel again. And look at the spin, it's way up there, but that's going to be fine. In the fairway, par 5 is going to be fine. And that's going to leave us 196 out. So we're definitely in the go zone. We're definitely in the eagle zone. Wind is off the right, and I love how the flag matches the wind direction. That's really cool. Okay, so we've got 196 to the pin. I'm going to get a bit of rollout. So if I try and land this about 182, 183, I'm going to play 10% for the wind, which equals 164. So it's going to have to be a really solid 8 iron, I think. So let's just try to do that. I'll aim pretty much middle of the green, middle to right side. It's going to come out a little right. And let's just hit a solid 8 iron. Oh, sit down. It's gone left. Okay, I think that was going to be good for distance. I just had a bit too much of a draw on that shot. And that's going to leave us with a little chip. And this is makeable. This is definitely makeable. It's going to come out left. So I'm going to aim a bit more to the right. So I'll probably aim about there just for the lie. But then the break on the green, let's just aim out there. We have got stimp 12, so I'm not going to hit this very hard. I'll try and carry it about 5, 6 feet in my sim room. Go on, go in. A little bit short. It's going to be an easy birdie. Okay, on the 15th, par 4. This is a long hole, 430, and we're dead into the wind. Oh, and we're uphill, so this is going to be a really long hole. I'm going to have to hit a good drive here, so I'm just going to try and put it just to the left of that bunker there. I don't think... I'll probably be about middle of that bunker, hopefully, once it rolls out in the fairway. Oh, not a good strike. It's going to work out, though. I towed it, so it's got that toe draw happening. And that's actually going to go quite long, considering it was a mishit. And that's the advantage of missing it in the toe versus the heel. The toe, you'll generally retain a lot of your ball speed, and also you'll get lower spin, whereas the heel, it's just going to spin like crazy. Okay, 144. Pin is tucked back, and everything is sloping back to front. I'm going to play this. I'm going to be quite aggressive. I'm going to play it as about 18% for the wind, which gives me 170 yards. So I'm going to hit a 7 iron, and hopefully this lands about pin high and just stops. Oh, I shanked that almost. That was a bad swing. Okay. That was a really bad swing. And I've left myself quite a hard shot now. I think I was trying to do a bit too much with that shot. Trying to get a bit too cute. Okay, so we've got everything feeding left to right. And I'm on a right slope in the bunker as well, so it's going to come out right. But the thing I don't want to do is leave it above the hole and have a downhill putt. So I'm gonna aim inside the circle. We'll go a couple of feet left of the pin. Okay, 20 yards as a feel. Sit. Okay, that's fine. That's gonna leave me an uphill putt. And it is actually quite a bit right to left. So I'm gonna aim just outside the right edge. Great putt. We'll take that. Okay, on to the 16th. It's a par 3, 164 yards. Let's just have a look at this green. Oh, this is the famous one with the bunker in the middle of the green. That's pretty cool. I don't want to be in it, but it's pretty cool. 164 to the pin, so I kind of want to land this around 157, 156, somewhere in here. I'm going to play it a bit more right because I feel like the wind's going to push it right to left. So 156, if we play this about 12% for the wind, that's 174 to the pin. So again, it's going to be quite a tough yardage. I'm going to hit a 7-iron and hopefully it finishes on the green there and gives us a birdie putt. Leave it wind. Oh, the wind's got it now. Ah, straight into the bunker. Okay, look, it's probably only fitting that I hit it in this bunker just to show you guys. That's why I did it. I just wanted to show you guys what this bunker was like. And look at this slope at the edge of the bunker. Like, if you catch that, that's what makes this shot hard, is I'm going to have to play it long. So I'm going to have to try and play this about, I'm on an upslope, it's going to come out right, I'm into the wind. Realistically, I'm going to have to play this about a 15, 16 yard feel shot. There's not much of a slope to bring it back to the hole. So I'm going to have a testing par putt after this shot. Okay, and that was definitely the most I was willing to do with that shot. We do have quite a makeable putt now for par. I can't believe that didn't turn. That was a really good putt, but it just didn't turn on me. On to the 17th, and this is a par 4, 300 yards. Okay, dead downwind. And I'm thinking now, driver actually might be too much for me. So I'm going to hit a 3-wood. Let's have a look. I just want to see what's up by this green. And it just looks like rough up there. Let's have a look. Only 268 to carry that. So yeah, this is, might even be a hybrid, to be honest. I'm going to hit 3-wood. I'm going to aim just to the right of the green and hopefully get it pin high somewhere. Okay, it was a decent strike, so we're at the mercy of the wind. Sit down. That's going to be quite a tough shot from back there, I think. 20 yards, let's keep that number in our head. Oh man, this is a tough putt. I'm almost thinking, should I chip this? Let's just have a look at this break. I mean, we're straight into an upslope and then downslope. So overall the putt's 3 inches up. Okay, we will try putt it. We're gonna putt it. We'll see how we go. Okay, let's aim at the edge of the circle and hopefully get the speed right. That's the biggest thing with this putt, is the speed. Go on, feed down there. Get in the circle. I'm quite happy with that putt. Although it's not in the gimme circle, that was actually a really good putt for me. And I'm not going to give this one too much break. I'll play it on the right edge. Okay, good putt. And again, that didn't look like it broke, so lucky I played it inside the hole. All right, 4 under going into the 18th. And cool, this is a par 5. The bad news is we're dead into the wind, and the wind is quite strong. It's like 25 miles an hour. Let's just have a look how we're going to plan this hole. Oh, this is the cool hole. I know this hole. It's got the little like stream that goes across and cuts the fairway into 2. So let's try and hit the fairway. We're uphill into the wind. We won't try and be silly. We'll just try hit the fairway this hole. Okay, it's another one out the toe. Kick right for me. That's a shame, because if that was in the fairway, I'd almost be tempted to have a crack. But today, because I'm in the rough, I think realistically the safe play is to just try and play to a number. So I'm going to aim pretty much about there. 195 is going to leave us about 70 in. It is 4 yards uphill, so 198 is the feel I want to play it to, plus about 20%. I'm out the rough as well. So it's actually going to be quite a big hit. I'm going to take a hybrid, and hopefully this should leave me just in the fairway. Okay, decent strike. Stay in the fairway. That's fine, just in the semi there. Okay, we've got 60 yards now, perfect. And oh, look at this pin on this back ridge. So it's going to be tough to get it all the way back there. So I will take a 56. I'm going to play a little lower and try and chase it up there. Oh, it's got to go. It's just going to hit that upslope and just stop. Stop there, stop there. And I was just a bit tentative on that shot. I didn't really get aggressive enough. I didn't want to put it over the back of the green. That's going to leave us a 23-footer for birdie for 5 under. So let's try and make this one. Come on. Oh, I haven't got it there. That was actually tracking as well. Nice. That's a good putt to finish. All right, guys, and that's round 1 of the Pro Series this week at TPC San Antonio. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, let me know, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.